Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 1 of 3. Next on to the Speedway here. Drivers will begin to pace out to the oval, and they'll line up like this. Driver out of Oxnard, California, the Metalloid 1 Performance Products, Bordner Welding, Acro Lube Grease, Lucky 7 Technologies number 54. Ricky Lewis going to be in the pole here in Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 1. Lining up next to him, you'll find Ryan Timms. He's out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the JBL IDBX Mobile 1 Curb Records number 67. Second row from the inside, Justin Grant out of Ione, California, the Knott's Energy Drink, EnviroFab, MPV Express, RMS Racing number 2. He'll go from 3rd. And the driver lining up in 4th is going to be Cale Drake out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, the iBock Toyota, PageKC.com, Speedway Toyota powered number 97K. Third row from the inside, Logan Seavey out of Sutter, California, the CGCPA's Indy Custom Stone, MPV Express, Abacus Racing number 57. And to his right, tonight's quick qualifier, Zach Weigel out of Belpre, Ohio, the Dave Noss Auto Outlet, S2 Cybersecurity, McCarthy Real Estate number 89. Final row from the inside, it will be Trey Zorn. He's out of Russell, Kansas in the Chandler Grand Prix. LaneFrost.com at 00. And your final starter is scheduled to be Curtis Spicer at Marysville, Kansas, in the Spicer Aircraft Fokker Fontana Stealth Chassis number 4S. As that'll be your scheduled lineup here in Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 1 of 3 tonight with the USAC Knott's Energy Drink Midget National Championship here in the Chad McDaniel Memorial. So 10 laps the distance. Again, you want to be in that top 6 in order to get your starting position in the feature event, as everybody will make their way in. And real quick, let's take it down to Drake.
Thank you so much, Brian. We saw Curtis Spicer in the 4S have problems in our Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. He told me some moisture got in some of the electronics, and obviously moisture and electronics don't mix very well. So bad news over there for the 4S crew, but the good news is Curtis told me he's pretty confident that they have the solution figured out, and he's going to roll shotgun on the field here in Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 1.
Thank you very much, Drake. So the first of 3 heat races, much like last night, everybody can move on to the feature event, Christy. And again, we explain it just because there's always a chance somebody is new to the crowd, and you still have to be inside that top 6 instead of transferring onto the main. It gives you your time back and sets the stage for the feature event.
Yeah, and we talk about it multiple times because it is confusing and it changes things when we don't have an Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts semi-feature event, and things get a little bit different there. But theoretically, everybody in the field who moves on to the feature event does get their qualifying time back. It's only the fastest 6 qualifiers who transfer through their heat race, in this case who finish in the top 6 since we don't have that B main. Those are the 6 drivers that are eligible for that top 6 invert. So that's where you want to be when you come out of the heat races. And sometimes it turns out that the driver who qualified 7th or 8th might luck out and end up in that 5th or 6th spot based on who might not make it out of their heat race in those top 6 positions.
So the field will begin to fire. The Toyota Racing Development Pace Truck will bring them onto the back straightaway. Again, Ricky Lewis in the 54. Mentioned it earlier, a dozen times this season he has sprint car victories. None of those with the United States Auto Club. Still in search of that. He's getting close. Pair of 6th place finishes in our last outing during the Bill Garner Sprintacular out at Lincoln Park in beautiful downtown Putnamville, Indiana. His most recent victory at the Jack Hewitt Classic, that was at Waynesfield on July 3rd. 20th place finish last night at Red Dirt. Problem striking the driver, other number 54, Ryan Timms. Went to oh yeah to oh no in a hurry.
Yeah, and that was really interesting. And I mentioned it to Ryan last night when he came up for that Honest Abe Roofing Fast Qualifier Award. And it's not the first time we've seen something like that happen, right? So those kinds of things, they happen more often than you think. And it's just that, just so happens that he set a new track record. So whatever happened after that, not super relevant.
If you can't make it to victory lane, make the highlight reel.
He did both.
Exactly.
Come on.
He's making up for it.
He gets a pat on the back from me.
So 10 laps the distance. Toyota Racing Development Pace Truck down into the infield, set to get after it here. Problems continue for the 4. He will take it down into the infield. The field off a turn number 4. Pass it off into the start can. And we go to green. Justin Crank going to stick to the inside. Ryan Timms tried to charge the outside. The line was blocked by Ricky Lewis. Lewis going to turn to the inside. Battle for the race lead. Advantage right out of the 54. Not for long. Here comes Grant, the Knott's Energy number 2.
Number 1 and 2. Ricky Lewis back across the nose of the 2. Justin Grant going to get a good run coming off of turn number 2.
Ooh, off at the top of the racetrack goes the iBox screen number 97, trying to avoid contact as he and Timms hard racing, and looks like he's going to roll slow onto the backstretch. And that is going to draw the caution lights on around the Mitchell County Fairgrounds Raceway. So the 97K, Cale Drake, a little slip off at the top of the racetrack. He and Tim's close quarters racing. Both going for the same piece of real estate, and unfortunately, the real estate already had a bid on it.
It's fun at the front of this one so far, between Justin Grant and Ricky Lewis particularly, but Ryan Timms has been there the entire time just waiting for one of those to get a little bit ugly so that he can sneak through.
Why do we love midget racing?
This is why.
Exactly.
And that's my answer, this.
Yes.
If you didn't see it, I guess you're just going to have to see it next time.
Just remember, it's on Flow. You can go back and watch it again.
That's right.
Single file past the Nos Energy Star Can. Justin Grant in command brings it back to line.
Much better start there for Justin Grant. Able to get away from both Ryan Timms and Ricky Lewis once he had that clean field to work with.
Ryan Timms, a little bit of a bobble there up at turn number 2. Saw him have to really saw the wheel there. Ricky Lewis back to his inside, retakes a position. 3 wide, right behind him. Here comes the 57 of Logan Seavey. Seavey right through the middle. Drake once again skips her over the cushion. Loses the spot, loses the battle to 57. He's still in a transfer spot, though, as Justin Grant well in front of this chaos.
So that's Zach Weigel up into that fifth position. Logan Seavey going to catch a slide job out of him. This time by Zach Weigel going to prevail over Logan Seavey down the backstretch.
Seavey back to the inside of Weigel, the outside of outlet number 89. Trying to keep pace over the Indy Custom Show number 57. He'll do so in the 97K. Able to squeak by on the outside, trying to make for a little bit of lost time here as they go back up front. Justin Grant over Ryan Timms right now. Both drivers scale the high side of the speedway through turns 3 and 4. Ricky Lewis running in that third spot. Weigel running in fourth. Cale Drake, Logan Seavey right now with the final transfer into the inversion for the feature event.
Getting a little spaced out at the front of this one, but the race for fourth is not over between Zach Weigel and Cale Drake, but it might be now as Cale Drake catches a little bit of the knee side of the cushion there in 3 and 4.
Bounces are off of the cushion. 3 laps to go. It's about to be 2 to go in this one. Justin Grant from the restart. Able to get up and keep pace over the field. And the Nos Energy number 2. JBL, KKM Kerback at Junior number 67 to Ryan Timms. Continuing to ride in that second spot. He's going to change his lineup a little bit here. Tries the inside of 3. Brings it out wide up at turn number 4. Field to the white flag and 1 to go.
Getting really interesting coming off the turn number 4 here as we're getting really thin on the cushion, which leads you really close to the wall. Justin Grant coming around for the checkered flag.
Off at turn number 4, checkered flag will fly, and he'll find it first. Justin Grant in 2, going to get the job done. Ryan Timms going to cross in second. Ricky Lewis going to cross in third. Zach Weigel, Cale Drake, Logan Seavey, Trey Zorn, and Curtis Spicer unofficially running out your field. But your winner, ladies and gentlemen, he comes to you out of Ione, California. The Nos Energy Drink, EnviroFab, MPV Express, RMS Racing, Toyota Powered Spike number 2. Race fans, give him a hand. Justin Grant. Justin Grant picking up the win in Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 1. Let's take it down to Drake.
Well, Justin Grant's been racking up heat race wins in the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship. Now he claims his second heat race win on the season with the Nos Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship. Coming off a strong third-place run last night at the Red Dirt Raceway. But, Justin, it was an absolute tug-of-war between you and Ricky Lewis for the first lap or 2 in that heat race. So how were you able to get clear of him?
Just moving around and trying to find a little moisture there off 2, and then knew I could block the slider into 3. And Ricky's turned into a heck of a good race car driver, and it's fun racing with him. He's putting it to us on the sprint car back home, and unfortunately got a lot of laps in midgets that he doesn't. So we were able to kind of do some midget things there and get the heat race win, and save myself from my poor qualifying effort there. I feel like we've got a fast Nos Energy Drink number 2. Just get us back in the hunt there and kind of erase what I messed up earlier.
It's all about getting those heat race wins after a tough qualifying effort. Once again, that's JG, Justin Grant, your winner of Simpson Race Products Heat Race number 1.
Thank you very much. As Ron Supply Heat Race number 2 staging out to the Speedway. Driving the pole this one, originally out of Tucson, Arizona, the Schmitz Incorporated Gateway Paintball, Stanton SR11X, Bike Chassis number 85. It's going to be Jerry Coons Jr. Lining up to his right, you'll find Gavin Miller out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, driver of the Sound Gear Toyota Racing Development Mobile 1, Speedway Toyota Link Chassis number 97. Second row from the inside, Cannon McIntosh. He's out of Bixby, Oklahoma, the Gear Wrench TRD Mobile 1 number 71K. And outside of him, she is out of Clovis, California, the Mobile 1, Speedway Toyota Link Chassis, Curb Records, Kerback Virginia number 71. That is Jade Evidician. Third row from the inside, T-Mez, Thomas Meserol out of San Jose, California. Driver of the England Machine and Tool, T-Mez TV, EA Stealth, MF1 chassis number 7X. And to his right, you'll find Dason Persley at Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the PristineAuction.com, Nos Energy Drink, Toyota Racing Development, Spike chassis number 86. Final starter here in Ron Supply Heat Race number 2, set to be Zach Merritt. He's out of Greeley, Colorado. And the RKO Management S-Singer, the Air Chassis, the Speed Shop number 43. That'll be your scheduled lineup here in Ron Supply Heat Race number 2 of 3 with the USAC Nos Energy Drink Midget National Championship. Jerry Coons Jr., last night's hard charger, after sustaining a little bit of damage on that car. They went to work on it. He was able to pick up 13 positions last night at the Red Dirt Raceway, charging up to an 8th place finish.
That was 21st to 8th for Jerry Coons Jr., and he talked about some of that being due to attrition, but still that racetrack in really good condition for passing last night. And it kind of looks like we're shaping up to have a similar situation tonight.
Talking to a few drivers, and they said it was deceiving because it looked like and it felt like it was really gripped up. Then they got out there, and it just wasn't the case. So you had a few drivers that weren't quite tight enough, and you had a few that maybe went just a tick too far. So we'll see how things shape up here tonight. Round of the NOS Energy start can to the green.
Off the bottom side of the racetrack for Jerry Coons Jr., but Gavin Miller going to get a good run to the top side. Jerry Coons Jr. moves right up in front of him.
They were 4 wide for the 3rd spot there for a second. Through turns 1 and 2. Coons up to the outside. Gavin Miller to the inside. Not able to get up in front of the 85. It'll be Jerry Coons in line number 1. Gavin Miller in second. Jade Evidensian. We saw her throw bombs last night all over the Red Dirt Raceway. She is coming after the 2nd spot in the Mobile 1, number 71.
Jade Evidensian really applying the pressure here to Gavin Miller. Going to slide up the racetrack. Both of them. Gavin Miller going to get the advantage there. Number 4.
Boy, look at the run by the 71K. Cannon McIntosh fires it down to the bottom of the speedway into turns 1 and 2. Clips the coupon, gets a 2-for-1 deal. He will take over the 3rd spot here as Jerry Coons out in front of the chaos. Much like we saw Justin Grant in heat race number 1. Driver searching right now is Thomas Meserol.
Thomas Meserol, Jason Persley, and Jade Evidensian throw a blanket over him. They're battling for that 4th position. Thomas Meserol going to lay back just a little bit. Try to let Jade Evidensian and Jason Persley work out in front of him before he gets back involved.
Boy, team is hard in the cushion for number 4. Rolls her down to the bottom across the nose of the 71. Finds the cushion, gets the pass on Jade Evidensian. Evidensian going to come back after him. This time it turns at 3 and 4. Advantage team as in 7 for the 5th spot.
Not quite enough momentum there out of the 71K. Jade Evidensian to really get a good run on the 7X there. So she's going to lose some distance to him down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Jason Persley is taking off at 4.
Boy, Gavin Miller thought he was going to trip into the cushion over turns 3 and 4. He got real close, barely saved it. Trying to reel in Jerry Coons Jr. Cannon McIntosh in that 3rd spot. Jason Persley, Thomas Meserol, Jade Evidensian, and Zach Merritt. Right at your running order as they come around with 3 laps remaining. Coons by just over a half a second in 85.
3 laps to go as Cannon McIntosh really finding the very narrow edge at the top side of the racetrack coming down the front stretch. Talked about it in our last heat race. Getting pretty thin coming off of turn number 4. Cannon McIntosh really trying to push it on any speed he can.
Top 3 drivers on the breakaway right now. Keep an eye on Persley and Meserol. Doing a little bit of accordion racing here, able to close up and kind of loses some ground here as they come around the way to the white flag and 1 to go. Jerry Coons Jr. onto the back straightaway. Gavin Miller, he has closed it up here. He's going to try down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checker flag going to drop of this one. The veteran Jerry Coons Jr. going to wrap the heat race win. Gavin Miller, Cannon McIntosh, Jason Persley, Thomas Meserol, Jade Evidensian, and Zach Merritt unofficially rounding out your field. So your winner, ladies and gentlemen, originally hailing out of Tucson, Arizona, the Proterra Landscaping, Paintball Day, Gateway Paintball, Stanton, Spike Chassis, Central Motorsports, number 85 race fans. Give him a hand, Jerry Coons Jr. Gavin Miller in that 2nd spot, Cannon McIntosh, Jason Persley, Thomas Meserol, Jade Evidensian, and Zach Merritt. Unofficially rounding out your field as Jerry Coons Jr. going to make his way down to the front straightaway and down to Drake.
Thank you so much, Brian. Jerry Coons Jr., the Triple Crown champion and 2-time NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget champion, pulls it into victory lane. And Jerry, you and I talked after your heat race last night. You were none too pleased. So is the feeling in this race car a little bit better after a heat race win here tonight at Beloit?
Yeah, again, we didn't qualify very well. Just last out, didn't tighten the car up really for qualifying, so my mistake there. So just thank Matt, George, Gateway Paintball, Schmitz. Hopefully part-time help Luke is watching at home tonight or something. But, yeah, no, they gave me a great race car. SR11's running good. And like I said, just kind of missed again qualifying. And at least we moved up a few rows tonight.
He sure did, and he seems to be a lot happier after his heat race win here tonight at the Mitchell County Fairgrounds. He's your winner of Run and Supply heat race number 2.
Thank you very much, Jerry Coons Jr. 12th place finish here 1 year ago behind the wheel of that number 85. As TJ Ford's heat race number 3 stages out to the speedway. Driver on the pole is out of Kingman, Kansas. Driving the SBR Motorsports SR11X Spike Chassis, Flatline Manufacturing Simpson number 91. It's going to be Jeff Stassa. Outside of him, you'll find Jacob Denny at Galloway, Ohio. The Trent Shoring, Rodella Fabrication, Ed Pink Powered Link Chassis number 25. Second row from the inside, Jake Andriotti in the Acro Seal Border Welding, Lucky 7 Technologies number 14 at Castro Valley, California. And next to him, out of Ferndale, California, the C&D Irrigation Zamatic. PMEM1 powered Ripper Chassis, John Levecko, number 60X. It's going to be Daniel Whitley. Looking to your third row for the inside line, it's going to be the stash. Kyle Jones out of Kennedale, Texas. The Realty Connecting, the Machine and Tool, Smiley's Racing Products, Joyner Motorsports number 27X. And outside of him, Zach Dom. Dom coming to us out of Pocahontas, Illinois, in the Kiwi Landscaping 5D Speed Shop, Stanton King Chassis, Ramco Dom Motorsports number 5D. Final starter set to be Ashley Order. She's out of Ellicott, Colorado, driving the RKO Management Esslinger Ellis Chassis, the Speed Shop, number 44. As that'll be your lineup here in TJ4 Team Race number 3. Final set of 10 lap affairs here. In top 6 where you want to be to get your qualifying time back for the inversion in the feature event. So the Toyota Racing Development Pace Truck going to bring the field around. Jeff Stossel, last time he was on track, was on the short track at the Belleville High Banks. He was there for the Saturday portion of that Midget Silver Crown doubleheader. Jacob Denny in the 25 lining up next to him. 12th last night at Red Dirt. 1 year ago finished 4th in this event.
Daniel Whitley, who's going to roll off from the outside of row number 2. Not always will you find him behind the wheel of a midget, but you will find him over in the Abacus Racing number 57 area as a pit member, and he does do a lot of work on the 57 of Logan Seafy, who is arguably one of the hottest drivers in the States right now.
Has over 20 career feature starts here with the USAC National Midgets. Looking to make his first appearance in a feature event of the Chad McDaniel Memorial as we go to green. Jacob Denny going to charge the outside. Stossa down to the bottom. Really has to wait on the car. And the driver that's going to follow him by as we've got him hopping tires at the little further back in the field. Dom and Andriotti came together. They keep it rolling though, but up front it's going to be Denny with Whitley chasing.
This is the first real breakaway we've seen for the lead during these heat races here in TJ4 Heat Race number 3. Jacob Denny with a really good start and just stays on it, but it's trouble for the 60X. Again, Whitley ends up a position in 3 and 4.
Boy, good save by Whitley. Thought he was going to sail her off into the pit area there for a second. Jeff Stossa missed the bottom line, took her down in the infield. Able to bring it back on the racetrack. We avoid the caution, but that's allowed Kyle Jones now to close in and challenge for that second spot. Right on the back bumper of Whitley as they work onto the back straightaway. We'll see if he pulls the trigger on the slide at turns 3 and 4. There it is. Takes it down to the bottom of 3. Will he bring it across the nose of the 60? Not quite. A little bit faster sideways than forward. He's going to hold on to 3rd. Andriana running in 4th. Stossa had 5th. Now Zach Dom takes it away from the 91. Then you'll have Order running at your running order in 44.
Jacob Denny continuing to pull away with an enormous lead here over again. Whitley who runs in second. Despite getting the car upset in those early laps, he continues to be able to make enough pace to stay away from the 27 of Kyle Jones.
Jake Andriotti starting to close in here as they work at the turns 3 and 4. Zach Dom, remember he in the 14 you just mentioned, making contact. And Dom in that King chassis right now running the 5th spot again. You want to be in the top 6. Leader on traffic working by the 44. Last night, Order, that car would barely get out of a snail's pace. They've got her tuned up a little bit better here tonight. As the challenge for the second spot, Whitley again problems that time through turns 3 and 4, holds on to it.
The cushion has grown thinner and thinner through these laps of heat races. Jake Andriotti going to try to squeeze it in between Kyle Jones and Denny Whitley. Not going to get it done. Kyle Jones comes back at it.
Jake Andriotti back to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Kyle Jones going to streak back to the outside. Wait for the white flag and 1 to go in this one. Not done for that second spot. Here comes Jones back on the back bumper of the Dramatic. CD Irrigation number 60 down to the inside. Goes to 27 up across and tries to take it. Whitley to his inside. The checker flag drops on Jacob Denny. Battle for second. Final 2 turns. Kyle Jones going to sneak by on the outside to take it. Jake Andriotti going to sneak by on the inside for 3rd. Whitley going to end up in 4th. Zach Donovan, Jeff Stossa, and Ashley Order unofficially running out your field. But your winner, ladies and gentlemen, he's out of Galloway, Ohio. The Trent Shoring at Pink Power Link Chassis. Tom Maloyo, number 25. Race fans, give him a hand. Jacob Denny down to Drake.
Thank you so much, Brian. And Jacob Denny absolutely left the rest of the field in the dust. A massive margin of victory for the Galloway, Ohio driver. Had a tough go of it last night at the Red Dirt Raceway in Meeker, Oklahoma. But Jacob, it looks like the thickness of the curb really varies depending where you are on the racetrack. So kind of give us a lay of the land on the cushion and what made your car so good up there all the way around.
I could just kind of cheat it and run where the darker dirt is instead of the black. So it's tricky getting in down here and it's tricky getting in down there. But on exit, it goes away really fast. So I got a really good car right now and I could cheat it and just touch it where I need to be. And then worked out pretty good there.
Jacob Denny doesn't get very excited, but Brian, I can tell you he's very excited about his race car heading into tonight's Chad McDaniel Memorial Feature event. He's your winner of TJ4 Heat Race number 3.
Indeed, thank you very much. As I do believe we'll have B feature coming up here for the Dirt 2 Media National Open Wheel 600 Series. presented by High Plains Building Division, along with your now 600 J Husker region.